Hi, Jeannie here from A Jeannie in the Kitchen. Today we are going to be making one of our favorite summer salads, a Brussels sprout and apple bacon salad. I've already cut up some of my Brussels sprouts, so you won't see me cutting them up too much. And I've already cooked my bacon, and I've already toasted up my almond slivers. That's just going to make it a little bit easier. You don't need to see me cook bacon or almond slivers. So what I am going to do, I'm just going to cut up these few little Brussels sprouts and add to my salad that I've already cut off. We want to cut the ends off, and, excuse me, and they're raw, they're cold. You want them nice and crispy, that's part of it. And then just cut them in half, and then we're going to shred them. And that's all you do for your Brussels sprouts for this particular recipe. That's all we're going to do. So we're just going to slice them up nice and thin. Don't cut your fingers. I've had lots of practice both with cutting and cutting my fingers, so you don't want to do that. Just a couple more. Like I said, I've already cut most of them already up, so just a couple more. And all of this is going to go into the salad. We're going to make it with a nice honey mustard vinaigrette. So it's going to be sweet and tart and tangy all at the same time. Put that in with the other Brussels sprouts. So, like I said, I took 5 pieces of bacon and cut it up and cooked it up, and I crumbled it. We're just going to add that. And about 1/2 cup of toasted almonds. We're going to add those in. And we have 2 kinds of onions and an apple. So we're going to just do some red onions, slice them real thin. My cameraman is zooming in. He's doing a great job. Nice and thin. About 1/4 of an onion. I'm not going to use the whole thing. About 1/4 of an onion, put that in. For those of you who are vegetarian or who don't like bacon, I'm referring to my sister-in-law in Australia. Leave it out. No big deal. Just leave it out. So now we're going to put in an apple. And I purposely did not cut my apple because I wanted to show you how I peel it. And everybody's got a different way of doing it. For me, what works best is a paring knife with a serrated edge, and you just come in and you just come nice and thin, get as thin as you can because you want to save as much of the apple as possible. I was just going to say see if I can do it all in one shot, but I didn't. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. You can use any kind of apples. I'm using a Gala apple. Those are my favorites, but you can use any kind of apple you like. I like the Galas because they're not too sweet, they're not too tart. I'm going to use my apple core and just, my apples are sliced, and now we're going to dice them. Make sure you get all the seeds and all the core and all that stuff. You don't want that in there, it doesn't taste very good. And again, for smaller things, I prefer using my paring knife. It's just what I'm comfortable with. Do whatever you like. There's no right or wrong way. I've had chef instructors that can do everything with a French knife and get it just as small as anybody that's doing it with a small paring knife. So it's just whatever you're comfortable with. The reason why I keep emphasizing do as you like and make it how you want, funny true story, when I was in culinary school, I was trained by many wonderful, wonderful chefs from all over the world. And one of my favorite chefs, Chef Andre Aversane, was from France. And he would always say, no, 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 Jeannie, you cannot do it that way. Oh, this is good. So you can do the same thing. This is good. So you just want to dice your apple. Also, when I was in culinary school, I was learning how to do something, and I just couldn't cut it the way that they wanted me to cut it. The way that they were showing me, it just didn't work for me. Once again, Chef Aversane came to the rescue, showed me a different way of doing it, and it worked, and it just clicked. So do what works for you. There's no right or wrong way. There's no specific, it has to be this way or that way or something different. Okay, so last thing we're going to add in here is we're going to put a little green onions in here. You don't want the rubber band, not very good. I always like to cut off the edges, but that's just me. I get it nice and tight. You want them nice and small as you can. You don't want the tag either. Probably wouldn't taste particularly good. And believe it or not, this is actually one of the ways we learned in culinary school. Just swipe it off the board just like that. So our main ingredients for the salad are ready. They're done. All right, the salad is done. We're going to make our dressing now. So about a half a cup of olive oil. About a third of a cup of white wine vinegar. About a tablespoon of Dijon mustard. About a tablespoon. All right, about a tablespoon of garlic. Mix it all in there. About 2 to 3 tablespoons of honey. My honey is acting up on me. It's taking its own sweet time, pardon the pun. It's coming. Slowly but slowly, it's coming. Okay, that should be good. If I need more later, I'll add more. And again, the reason why I say that is it's up to you. You're the one eating it. You're the one that needs to make it how you like it. I put in about a teaspoon of pepper, black pepper. You can put in more if you like or less. And we're just going to whisk all this together. And we're going to add it to our salad and toss it all up, and this salad will be done. Again, just like with any salad, you don't want it to be too heavily dressed and too saucy, even though I'm a saucy kind of girl, because it will just drown it basically. It will make it soggy, it won't be crispy, it'll be swimming in dressing, which is loaded with calories. And our salad is done. And that's all you need to do. And this is one of our favorite summer salads. And as you see, it's really easy peasy and it's really delicious. No wine this time, just because I just didn't bring any out, but I'm probably gonna have a white wine with this. A nice Chardonnay, Chenin Blanc. If you would like a Riesling would go well with it. Something light, something white. That'll go really well with this. And we are done for today. This is Jeannie from JeannieInTheKitchen.com, and I will put all this stuff on the blog. See you next time. Have a good one.